well-being is important and you have the right to protect yourself. Regarding emotional threats, know that your emotions are valid and important. Don't let these threats destroy your self-esteem and inner peace. Seek support from people who love you and pray to me that I may bring you comfort and emotional healing. Remember that you are loved and precious in my eyes. In the spiritual realm, be aware of the threats that may try to distance you from me. Seek to know my word in the Bible and develop an intimate relationship with me. Through prayer, I am your spiritual guide and I am here to protect you from any spiritual threat. Trust in my wisdom and seek the truth in everything you do. When it comes to social threats, I encourage you to meet hate with love and violence with compassion. Remember that the greatest commandment I have given you is to love one another. Seek justice, peace and reconciliation in your relationships. Be instruments of transformation and show kindness to the world, even in the face of social threats. Dear children, do not fear the threats that you encounter in your life. I am here to walk by your side and guide your path. Trust in me, because I am your refuge and your strength. Don't let threats stop you from living with courage and faith. I love you unconditionally, and will always be there to help you through any adversity. With eternal love, beloved sons and daughters of Jesus. This time I address you with words of love and encouragement in the face of threats that may arise in your life. I understand that this world is full of challenges and dangers, but I want to remind you that divine light and power are always available to each of you. Threats can manifest themselves in different ways. They can be physical, emotional or spiritual. They can arise from external situations or even from your own deepest insecurities and fears. However, know that no matter what type of threat you face, you are not alone. When faced with a physical threat, remember to appreciate the life you have been given. Every breath is a precious and sacred gift. Protect and care for each other with love and compassion. Remember that your bodies are the home of the Spirit and by caring for them you are honoring the divine gift you have received. In the face of emotional threats, seek refuge in prayer and connection with me. Learn to anchor yourself in my peace and the unconditional love that I offer you. Remember that your true power lies in acceptance, forgiveness and compassion. Develop a calm mind and an open heart to face any emotional problem with courage and wisdom. When you face spiritual threats, turn to the divine light that resides in your hearts. Darkness cannot prevail where the flame of faith burns brightly. Remember that you are connected to the divine energy that flows through you. Express gratitude, practice kindness, and live by the principles of love and compassion. In this way, you will overcome all spiritual threats that may arise. My beloved, do not allow fear to overcome you. I understand that the journey of life can be challenging and that the future can sometimes seem uncertain. However, trust me and keep the flame of hope in your hearts. Because where there is hope there is no room for despair. Where there is love there is no place for hate. And where there is light, there is no place for darkness. Always remember that I am the way, the truth and the life. By contacting me, you will find strengths you didn't even know you had. By loving each other and remaining faithful to my teachings, you will overcome all threats and problems that arise. I trust each of you and know that you are capable of resisting any threat. Remember that divine wisdom is available at all times. Use challenging experiences as opportunities to grow, learn, and grow closer to the divine. I am always with you, guiding your steps and sending my light to illuminate your paths. Never forget that you are loved beyond measure and that your strength comes from your connection with the sacred. May peace and love always be with you. With infinite love, Jesus. My beloved sons and daughters, today I come to you with words of love, wisdom and warning. Pay attention and keep the words I speak to you in your heart, because time is precious and the world in which you live is full of threats that can harm your souls. In times of uncertainty and darkness, it is easy to give in to the fear and threats lurking around you. However, I tell you that you must not give in to these threats since I am always with you. The first threat I want to warn about is the threat of division. Today, more than ever, I see how people are divided among themselves, which fuels hatred and intolerance. It is necessary to resist this temptation and fight for unity, love and mutual respect. Remember my words, love your neighbor as yourself. Another hidden threat is the threat of greed and the unbridled desire for power. Many become corrupted by the desire for wealth and prestige, forgetting the noblest values in life. Do not be carried away by this threat, because true happiness lies in simplicity and connection with others. One of the threats that weakens family and social ties is the threat of indifference. I often see people withdrawn and isolated in their problems, unable to see the suffering of those around them. Know that every act of kindness and compassion matters in this world. Be sensitive to the needs of others and reach out to those who need help. It is also necessary to mention threats to the environment. Greed and irresponsible exploitation of natural resources have caused irreparable damage to the planet He gave away. You are responsible for caring for this land and preserving it for future generations. Take conscious measures to protect nature and ensure a sustainable future for all. Last but not least, I want to warn you about the dangers of lack of faith and hope. In difficult times it is easy to lose confidence and believe that all is lost. However, remember that I have a plan for each of you and that my light will never go out. Believe in me and find strength in hope, because even in the darkest situation, I am with you. My beloved, know that I love you unconditionally and I am always here for you. Receive these words with an open heart and be brave in the face of the threats you face. With love, courage and compassion, you can overcome any challenge and transform this world into a place of peace and harmony. May my peace be with you. Dear son, I am writing this letter to warn you of the threats facing humanity and to convey my message of love, peace and hope. In this turbulent world,